as long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
And then by the end of the fight, it was clear this was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're going to talk about the whole fight clearance approval process and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiologic changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. So how did this fight even happen or get approved?
Or how do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him, more power to him.
Champ, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
We gotta give Nick, put the camera on PT. Yo, PT, man, we appreciate you. Thanks, P, for making this happen. P and Rilla, we appreciate the money team all the time.
Floyd Mayweather has called out Jake Paul after his fight with Mike Tyson. The 27-year-old outpaced the 58-year-old legend across 8 rounds, with Tyson's age visibly affecting his performance following the bout. Floyd Mayweather criticized the fight, accusing Jake Paul of stealing money by capitalizing on matchups with older or less competitive opponents.
I'm proud of him. I'm not really upset. Even like, it was so crazy. I remember just a while back, his brother was like, "Oh, I didn't get paid. He was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. You know, as long as he attaches his name to mine, he's gonna keep my name out there. Remember what he said? He said, "Oh, Mayweather ain't gonna. He didn't pay me. He didn't pay me. Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit?" So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing. Both.
Jake Paul dominated the bout, earning a unanimous decision. Many fans and analysts felt the spectacle lacked excitement. On Twitter, a user named E criticized the fight, stating, "One of the more depressing fights I have seen. I expected nothing much, and it delivered less. Jake also didn't look impressive. He could not knock down a 60-year-old with no knees." This sentiment echoed broader discontent about Paul facing significantly older opponents. Despite Tyson's resilience, his age and physical condition were apparent disadvantages, leaving some questioning the competitive integrity of such matches. Jake Paul reflected on his performance following his victory over Mike Tyson. Highlighting his dominance in the ring, Jake remarked, "I didn't get much punched or hurt." This statement underscored his belief that he successfully controlled the bout. Jake, known for his flair for theatrics and promotion, labeled the event as the biggest fight out of Las Vegas. He also emphasized its wide-reaching platform, boasting about the fight being streamed on Netflix, a significant milestone in boxing's crossover into mainstream digital entertainment. Additionally, Jake flaunted the financial success of the match, claiming it made $1.8 million, which he referred to as the biggest historical fight.
Is the what?
Why was Mike wearing assless chaps, though, in it?
Yeah, did that moment go viral with his cheeks out?
I don't know. It made my stomach hurt. I was seeing
Why
it
did he
while
have
I was
underwear
ringside. He had a G-string on, is what he had.
I thought he was completely butt naked.
Nah, he looked like a stripper.
But yeah, biggest live gate, 18.1 millions in U.S. boxing history outside of Las Vegas. A phenomenal night. I'm sorry I didn't knock him out, though, guys.
Shut the fuck up. It was crazy when we talked about this. I told him you were going to say some dumb shit. You did the right thing at the end. You bowed. You kept it classy. You was wobbled. You did your thing. You didn't get...
This declaration, while showcasing Jake's marketing prowess, invited criticism. Many interpreted his remarks as prioritizing financial gain over athletic competition. His focus on revenue and platform visibility overshadowed the concerns of purists who believe in the sanctity of boxing as a sport.
Yeah, after I seen him a little bit tired, I didn't want to put too much hurt on him, but I wanted the fans to get a good experience. But there was a point where all of my aggression and like super violence and like I'm gonna knock this guy out and show him, it went away when I wasn't getting hit much at all. And I don't know, I love Mike.
Walk us through the whole thing, from the walkout to the fight to the post interview. Walk us through the whole fight from your point of view.
Yeah, this fight was just different. I feel like mentally locked in, like a lot less nerves. than normal. I'm just getting so used to these moments. And honestly, fighting in a stadium, there was less it's less personal. So, and it's less.
Combat sports journalist Ariel Helwani delivered a sharp critique of the fight's outcome, encapsulating the disappointment of many fans. He stated the only result on which people would have been happy was when Mike had beaten Jake Paul. This comment reflected the widespread sentiment that Jake's victory over a 58-year-old opponent lacked merit. Helwani's words resonated with those who felt the fight was an unfair mismatch designed to benefit Jake. Critics have long questioned the legitimacy of Jake's boxing career, accusing him of carefully curating opponents to maintain his undefeated record. This fight in particular symbolized these frustrations, with fans hoping for an upset by Tyson to challenge Jake's narrative of dominance.
Oh, he sucks, or oh, he carried him, and more on that in a moment. The only result that I think people truly would have been happy with is a Mike Tyson knockout of Jake Paul. I think that's the only one that would have sufficed, and that wasn't happening. There was never really any doubt. He landed a couple punches early on, but there was never really a question as to whether or not that would happen. I think Jake carried him. I think Jake didn't want to knock him out. I'm not sure if he could have, but he definitely took his foot off the gas last couple rounds for sure. And ultimately, I'm okay with that. I predicted a Jake Paul decision. I thought it would be a little bit more competitive to get.
The response from KKSI, a longtime rival of Jake Paul, further fueled the controversy. In a now viral screenshot shared by KSI News, the influencer turned boxer expressed his disdain, writing, "KSI goes off on Jake Paul after he beat 58-year-old Mike Tyson." KSI's discontent reflected the broader dissatisfaction with Jake's choice of opponent and the fight's perceived lack of authenticity. This reaction added a layer of rivalry to the discourse, as KSI and Jake have been embroiled in ongoing clashes over their respective boxing trajectories. Fans of both fighters debated whether KSI's criticism was justified or simply a continuation of their feud. Boxing icon Oscar de la Hoya weighed in on the fight, offering a different perspective. He described Mike Tyson as the dangerous live dog in this fight, emphasizing Tyson's enduring unpredictability. Despite his age, de la Hoya's comments underscored the respect that Tyson commands within the boxing community, even when facing criticism for his diminished physical capabilities. By acknowledging Tyson's potential threat, de la Hoya highlighted the complexities of the matchup. His statement stood in contrast to those who dismissed the fight as a one-sided affair, reminding fans of Tyson's legacy and the dangers he can still pose in the ring.
Everything turns out great when he fights Tyson. Who knows what happens there, because Tyson is a very, very dangerous live dog in this fight. But if Usyk decides and wins and decides to come back down to cruiserweight, then the Zurdo fight is right there for him.
Kevin Farmer's team believe that they won a very close fight. How did you score that, Oscar?
I had it 1 point up for William. He had the relentless style. He kept throwing punches.